Hello and welcome to everybody worldwide. This is our live coverage of the second leg of the quarter-finals after the first leg of this tie finished all square, gridlocked. It was a decent game, but it did not have a telling outcome. The hosts perhaps slightly the happier of the two sides as they now have the opportunity to try and finish this off in front of their own partisan crowd. So we look out at the sea of red that is so deeply entrenched into the culture of the English game. This indeed is Anfield. Well, naturally enough, the home side would think that they are nearer to having the job done. All eyes now on that place in the semi-final.
Yeah, and everything's still up for grabs, Peter. Home advantage may be an important factor, or at least it should be made to be. They've got to believe in themselves and not allow hesitancy to play a part for fear of conceding. That's often easier said than done. I think for me, this is all about bravery.
So it's away we go then. Madrid arrive here having drawn their home leg, and so we seek a definitive out. He's gone for it! Big moment! Massive goal!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Madrid take the lead and take charge of the tie. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Marco Asensio looks to clip it forward. Van Dijk gets into the right position to intercept. And it's Mane. Well, he's got the ball glued to his feet. Looks to dink one in. Firmino. Looking for a corner. Robertson. Mane. Shot at goal! Loose ball, who's going to get that? Kroos tries to get it forward quickly. Asensio floats one over. Benzema. Oh, really good feet from him. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Forward it goes.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And he has been fouled there. Madrid looking to pull clear here. This certainly looks appetising, well within... Bale! Delivery from Daniel Carver. Shapes to shoot! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Matip boots it to safety. And he just whacks it away. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Liverpool can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Keita. Well positioned to make that interception. Bale. Defenders on the back foot. And shoots! Point-blank header! What about it? 2 up and threatening to pull clear. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Madrid get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
A move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And here comes the corner. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Mane. He's got away. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Bale plotting from out on the right-hand side. Going through. He's taking on the lot of them. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Casemiro. Over to the left. Well weighted. Looking to shoot! Mane knocks it away. Mane absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to...
He's had a go! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
There's the half-time whistle. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second. Mane! Oh, that's brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, the goalkeeper would have helped to make his mind up on how he was going to finish it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Casemiro plays it forward, and it's Bale. Chip through. Gone back to the keeper. Gets it upfield. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Isco. It's Isco! That is wayward.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Keita, Lallana, Matip, Klein, Mohamed Salah, Isco. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Isco. Isco! He scored! Madrid making consecutive changes here. Benzema is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's Mane. Milner. It's got through, and the finish! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bale. Needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Firmino. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Modric positions himself well and cuts it out. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And the through ball is intercepted. Isco. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Here it comes.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Marcelo. And it's Lucas Vazquez. Caught offside that time.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on.
So, the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Bale is demanding it out wide. He's left his man.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
finishing line very much in sight now. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Keeper's got good distance on that. Played out to the right. Mane. Now it's Mane. One good cross, maybe the last chance.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Carvajal hits that long.
Madrid can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Salah. Madrid need to hold on for a few more moments. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And that's been levered clear. And the defence can get it clear. And time is up. Madrid through to the last four. Just two more steps now. They have got a crack at it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Madrid certainly ran a perfect race from start to finish. Out of the blocks quickly, they got themselves in front and they just didn't look back.